Okay, so today's speaker is Martha Haswell. Martha is Senior Research Associate with Best Practices, and she's been a key lead on this topic of research. And with that, let's welcome Martha. Martha, you're with our participants.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Best Practices LLC webinar on developing managed care pull-through excellence. My name is Martha Haswell, and I was lead analyst on a recent benchmarking study looking at the field of pull-through, and the study was actually aimed at helping pharmaceutical leaders use pull-through strategies and tactics to grow their sales and ultimately increase market share. Okay. Today I will be sharing with you some of the key insights that emerged from this study, and I'll be beginning with a quick overview of some of the trends that we observed in the field regarding the types of programs and the kinds of tools being deployed by companies today. And then we'll focus on some of the major challenges to achieving pull-through that companies are experiencing. And then we'll look at innovative practices that they are using to overcome those challenges. Our hope is that you will be able to use this information to stimulate thinking on program approaches that are proving successful in the field. And we also hope to help you identify opportunities and close gaps in your own pull-through organization. Well, there's no getting around the fact that it's a payer-driven market out there today, and as such, successful products are going to need formulary access. Companies sometimes make Herculean efforts to win formulary approval, only to find that there are still many, many more hurdles ahead. Over and over, we heard the lament, just getting on managed care formulary does not guarantee increased product sales. So what do you do about that? The reality reminds us a little bit of the old movie Field of Dreams and its key theme, if you build it, they will come. Well, that may be true in baseball, but not necessarily in contracted pharmaceutical sales. Even with a successful formulary placement, most products require extensive pull-through efforts before they can capture the market. In our work with clients, we're seeing increasing emphasis on pulling through managed care business. We've actually seen some companies struggling with just the basics and others doing very well. So we undertook the study to identify common challenges and pinpoint successful strategies and tactics that companies are using to bring the players to the field, so to speak. The field research provided us with a virtual crystal ball into emerging trends and activities in managed care pull-through. One of the key takeaways that we heard again and again is that managed care entities are exerting increasing influence. And therefore, managed care pull-through is exceptionally important now and going forward, especially in this era of healthcare reform. We had a great benchmark class for this study with 33 pull-through leaders and executives at 24 different companies. This involved a survey instrument and in-depth interviews to collect data and insights. Participants represented pharma, biotech, and medical device companies of all sizes, including many in the top 10. And functional areas were also well represented among the participants. We had managed care, accounts, marketing, sales, and other organizations all included. And as well, participants held highly relevant job titles such as Vice President of Managed Markets, Senior Director of Market Access, National Director of Strategic Accounts, and more than a dozen therapeutic areas were included among the representatives. We structured our research to drill down on 4 managed care pull-through fronts, including education support being used to provide product and disease information to both doctors and patients, and used by 94% of the benchmark participants. Adherence and persistency programs, which were used to help keep patients on their chronic care medicines, used by 70%. Therapeutic intervention, where people using clinical data are using clinical data to convince payers to support their products above competitors for compelling reasons, with 79% using that. And then finally, general pull-through support covering a wide variety of initiatives that are used to drive customer awareness of a product's formulary position and advantages. And that was the strongest area, with 97% using it. We saw heavy use of all of the program types. The research shows that programs can have a very big impact on pull-through effectiveness. We asked the participants to rate the impact of each of the following types of programs on their pull-through effectiveness, and let us know whether they were high impact or moderate impact. 61 to 90% indicated that all of the benchmarked options have at least moderate impact on pull-through. So there's a large influence there. General pull-through support is the highest rated and most varied type of pull-through program. We saw that category defined as including health fairs, tax blasts, update letters, retail displays, easels, office displays, factory tours, training for mail-order pharma, employer events, and even marketing collateral included in that category. Partners gave literally dozens of examples of those general support activities. And then even some very specifics I want to share with you where people got very creative. We talked to a retail account manager, for example, who told us about building customized plastic sleeves that fit over those entry and exit gates you see inside drugstores, which promoted the product new status and then captured customers' attention as soon as they walked into or left a pharmacy. Another research participant told us about pasting Medicare coverage reminder stickers on every sample box delivered to a doctor's office or delivered to a pharmacy, always keeping the product eligibility at top of mind. You can see here therapeutic intervention also drew a high impact rating from 24% of the benchmark class. Education support was seen as a high impact program by 23%, and adherence persistency by 4%, although a larger number saw it as moderate impact. We observed that adherence persistency program opportunities, especially those involving patient education, are well understood and widely used across the industry. We also saw evidence of increased commitment to improving patient persistency in critical care therapeutic areas through the use of therapeutic area educators. In fact, 57% of participants either agreed or strongly agreed that therapeutic area educators can have a positive influence on pull-through results. And some companies are bringing these educators on staff where patients have a chronic condition such as diabetes. Companies are also working